Hello.
Hi, Tristan.
Who are you, and how do you fit into the Albone family tree?
Well, I am Doreen Albone. I am your grandmother, and I have been at Cameringham on the farm for 50 years.
50.
50 now, yes. I've been here working on the farm for 50 years.
Okay. What do you think makes the Albone family unique?
Oh, now that's a difficult, I've never thought of that question before. I suppose I think probably that as a family, we run this farm very well as a family run farm.
Yes.
I suppose I feel we look after the land very well, and it's not just a way of earning a living, it's a way of life for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what Albone relatives can you personally remember?
Oh, well, there was my husband who died a long while ago, John, and he farmed here for quite a while. And then there was his father, Stan, who was married to Eileen, and Stan had been on the farm here all his life, and he was born in 1916. I remember Fred, who was Stan's father, and I remember Fred as he was quite an old man when I met him, but when I first met him, he spoke with a broad Lincolnshire dialect, and I could not understand him for quite a while because I couldn't understand what he was, because I came from Nottinghamshire and I didn't understand Fred, but I liked Fred. He was a fantastic old man, lots of tales, and I got on very well with Fred, but I don't remember any further back than Fred.
Okay. And what research have you done into family tree?
Oh, I was given a copy of the family tree going back to somewhere about the beginning of the 1700s. And I have been looking online since to see if I can get any further back, but I can't. But I keep looking at it. But the bit that fascinates me most is Dan Albone, who invented the first workable tractor in the world, really. And he must have been a very clever man.
Okay. And what else can you tell me about Daniel Albone?
Oh, Dan apparently started building cycles down in Biggleswade, Bedfordshire, and then after starting, he made cycles, and then he designed and adapted and invented them himself, and apparently he developed quite a name for himself in the south, selling his cycles, and then he decided to turn himself to building a tractor to replace the horses that everybody used in those days. And this tractor was capable of pulling a binder to harvest corn and mowing the grass and jobs like that. And he did develop this tractor, the Ivel, and it was indeed the first workable tractor.
Wow. And have you ever seen any of his inventions working?
Yes. I took my children when they were a lot younger to a ploughing match, which was quite local, because they had got the Ivel there. And I think there's probably only 2 or 3 in England, and one was in Scotland, and one was in the Science Museum in London. So we thought we'd better go and see this oval working. So we went to see it, and it was fascinating because it doesn't really look like you would think a tractor nowadays.
Well, do you think the IVAs influenced farming?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because Dan, I know it wasn't long before other people latched onto the idea, but he was the first one that put it all together, and soon everybody was following in his footsteps to turn it into the machines they are today.
Yes. So he's a very important man to you.
A very important man, I think, to the Albone family. His name, I don't think, is known widely enough, but I think a lot of that is because Dan died, I think, when he was about 46. So, unfortunately, he didn't get to develop his tractor on a wider scale because he died too early.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
For being open to being interviewed.
Yes. Thank you, Tristan. That's been very good. Very interesting.
Yes. Thank you.